So hey my YouTubers and everyone in the world, today is February the 16th. The time is now 12:26 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful Saturday all day, guys. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell. Now moving forward, guys, today we're going to be talking about 7 easy ways to keep the chemistry alive. I feel like it's very, very important, guys, for us to keep that chemistry alive with our spouse, because honestly speaking, sometimes when you've been with a person for so long and you know them like the back of your hand, it kind of gets a little bit boring. So it's always important to switch things up to keep that chemistry alive. So number one, to keeping that chemistry alive, guys, is be open to change. I feel like a lot of times, when we get in these relationships and we are comfortable, we're not as open as we should be to change and understand that change is going to occur, especially when you've been with someone for so long. Like, you don't want it to always be the same. You want it to be different. So I want you guys to be a lot more open-minded when it comes to change. That is very important to keep that chemistry alive. Number two, on how to keep that chemistry alive, is focus on the positive. Yes, in relationships, there are going to be times where it's going to be ups and downs. Yes, we're going to like each other. Sometimes we might not like each other. But the point is, you want to focus on the positive things that are going on in your life and the things that you guys actually enjoy together. That is very important, guys. So focus more on the positive so that you can only attract more positive things in that relationship and keep that chemistry alive. Number three, on how to keep that chemistry alive, guys, is stay as affectionate as possible. Yes, it really is important to be as affectionate as you possibly can. It's like when you first meet somebody, that spouse of yours, that chemistry is just naturally flowing. You guys can't get enough of each other. You can't get enough of touching, hugging, kissing, the whole nine. So sometimes when we get comfortable in relationships, we stop doing that as much as we used to, because it's like we already know who this is. This is our spouse. We love them. But it is important to keep that chemistry alive, guys. So be as affectionate as you possibly can to your spouse to let them know that the sparks are still there. That always makes them feel good, and it keeps that chemistry alive. So number four, on how to keep that chemistry alive, guys, is make sure to keep eye contact. Always make sure to make that eye contact when you are speaking to your partner, because that lets them know that you care about them, you love them, you respect them, and it just sparks something between you guys. It keeps that chemistry alive. So that eye contact, to me, is very, very imperative to let your partner know, babe, I love you, and I want to know exactly how you feel, and look me in the eyes and let me know what's going on. That's important, guys. So easy number five on how to keep that chemistry alive, guys, is do new things. Do as many new things together as possible, because it's like when you guys experience something new together, it just makes you guys so much closer, makes that bond a lot stronger when you guys experience new things together. So go on a vacation, go somewhere that neither one of y'all been. Experience how it is somewhere else, how other people live their life. Try new foods together. If you guys never been to an amusement park or a museum or the beach, or the movies and things like that, it's important to do new things. Try new things with your partner, because it keeps that chemistry alive. And then it gives you guys something to talk about. Like, babe, how did you feel when we was in Barbados? Neither one of us ever been there, but how was it for you? This is how it was for me, and I'm glad that I was able to experience it with you. That is important. Honestly speaking, guys, number six for today is keep your personal business between you two. Keep your personal business between you two, guys. It's really, really, really important that we study this, we practice this, practice, because what I've learned in a lot of relationships is that when friends get involved, when family gets involved, when outsiders get involved, it just create so much chaos between you two that you guys lose what you originally tried to start building. So I feel like it's really, really important for you guys to make sure that you keep your personal business between y'all. And if you feel like you want an outsider's point of view, maybe you could ask a stranger, or a therapist rather than a friend or a family member, because a friend or a family member, they're going to be so opinionated that it's going to cloud your mind with their thoughts more than your own. So honestly speaking, guys, I can't stress that enough. It's really, really important for you guys to keep your personal business between you. So, number 7, guys, on how to keep that chemistry alive. And I feel like this is very imperative. Yes, it really is. Have sex. I feel like that is something that is needed to keep that chemistry alive. Honestly speaking, sometimes we get so comfortable in relationships that, after 2 or 3 years of, doing it with the same person and things of that nature, sometimes we get, I guess, a little bit bored. But you guys have to be willing to try new things together. But that, you gotta have sex. Like, that's important to keep that bond, that chemistry there. If you guys stop doing that, then what more do you have? Now you're sexually frustrated. He's sexually frustrated. Y'all starting arguments with one another, and all that negative energy could have been utilized in a more productive and positive way. And that's just my honest to God opinion. I feel like you guys need to have sex. But the bonus for today on how to keep that chemistry alive, guys, and I feel like this is the most important fact of all of them, is keep the communication. Keep effective communication is something that will make the relationship last beyond words. Because if you are friends with your mate, as far as lovers, it just makes it so much better. You want your mate to be able to come to you and talk to you about anything. And I feel like you should be able to come to them and talk to them about anything as well. So, honestly speaking, that communication has to be there. There is no relationship if you guys cannot sit down as adults and have a civilized conversation. So I hope that everything I gave you guys helps you to keep that chemistry alive between you and your spouse, or you and your future spouse. But like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, let's start keeping the chemistry alive. Peace.